Wait. Kanye scrapped Bully officially? Please tell me this is a meme. Please tell me this isn't true. Please.
Kanye was coming hard with his original Bully roll.
Whoa. What? Wrong choice of words.
Rollout, but now it looks like he's pulling out and scrapping the entire thing.
Bro.
He is not.
It's not just me, right? It's not just me. He's saying the most craziest. All right.
Hey, we all knew it was gonna happen eventually, right? So yeah, a lot of
Yup.
different news is going around right now. Different new rumors from some pretty reliable sources, new snippets. So let's talk about absolutely everything.
Okay.
And before all of that, leave a like, subscribe. It helps my channel out a ton. And
Go check his
grows
channel
our
out. Go check his
community
channel
even
out.
Stronger.
www.
All right, it's that time again, the time where all the rumors float through the community.
Okay, first of all, he pushed it to what, December, and then he pushed it again. Now it's in February, but now this title is saying he scrapped it completely. Please don't be true.
We kind of went through this a little while back with the Kanye Travis thing, and now we have a kinda new snippet for Bully and just news about the album that is going to blow your mind if you're a little slow and can't really see things how it really is. So like I said, once you get through this entire video,
slow. What does he mean by that?
Kind of yeah, I kind of expected that to happen sort of feeling by the end of things. Okay, so first let's talk about this insider who gave us that Bully snippet that I was talking about before. Now just for some context, before I play you the snippet, there is a
we reacted to the Bully leak. We reacted to the Bully album that literally got leaked. It's on our channel right now. You can go watch it right now. But I'm confused. Is there another version that's coming out? Maybe it's without AI voices.
Things that you guys should know about this. First, this is technically an older snippet, unheard, but from earlier in the year. Along with that, because of it being earlier in the year, yep, you guessed it, it's fully AI. But it is a new verse from Can't Hurry Love. So before we talk about the snippet even more and what the leaker...
Okay, fine. We did react to the album. Most of the album was AI, I'm not gonna lie. But it's AI that he decided to put in there. So technically it's an album he created.
Said after, which is way more
good songs,
important
highs
to
and
the general
lows.
topic of this video. Here's a peek at Can't Hurry Love's unheard verse.
She got the dogs out, the double D's is out. We gave the tabloids something to read about. I'm going Shaq mode all season now. Broke the backboard, broke the pieces now.
So yeah, honestly, at this point, I'm not going to pretend that I'm excited if I'm not. I do not support this AI slop at all, as I'm sure around 99% of you guys do as well, because it's just garbage.
You're not wrong. That's the thing. You're not wrong, but it's a good insight on what it might look or sound like. That's exactly why we react to it.
And I'll give Jaii a break because this is an older snippet. And for the 1% who are still just jumping up and down doing tricks on Yei's dick, have fun, but I do not want the AI music. But this really doesn't worry me though, because of what this leaker said after. So he did confirm, like I said, that this is not new first, but as you can see, he also says that Jaii has not been working on Bully recently.
This is the guy, Penalty Nice.
Just that alone and no other information probably makes a lot of the community pretty disappointed. Which still though, this does not mean immediately scrapped. So then someone asks, what is this guy working on then? And then he references the album In a Perfect World, which, correct me if I'm wrong, was just cock scraps at the time when that name came out. And then the
ooh, who's ready for that?
leaker replies with a different solo project.
Now, how much, by the way, how much music is he even making it coming out with? I feel like in the last 3 years, he's released like 4 albums worth of music, bro. And we've only really heard like 1 or 2 albums worth of music, not including the Vulture albums.
When it comes to rumors, if you guys watched my last video, you know, and I'm gonna say it a million times in this video as well, take all of this with a grain of salt, please. Hey, at the end of the day, somewhere. OTN, I'm just the messenger. And on top of this, what does this random guy on Reddit know? Well, apparently he has all of these snippets, so he has some type of insider connect.
We're back
on with this, many big heads in the community are reporting on this information, saying that it is true and that he is reliable. I also talked to my good friend Augur, who is very tapped in. And for those of you, when he says
Xander, thank you. Wait, how did you find my stream?
Something about the community and you just don't believe him, that is just very stupid. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, he said this is a very reliable source as well, and I'll I'll take his word. But as always with leaks, things could always change, especially since they're getting leaked. But to be honest, this play from Jaii isn't really out of the blue. And even if this guy, God forbid, was just another person who lies for attention, which, like I said, I wouldn't lie to you guys. I used to call out these fake ass insiders every other day during the V2 rollout, but I think this guy's legit. Jaii scrapping Bully is really not that crazy to think about.
It is kind of crazy, bro.
First, this shit is all AI slop. And
it
even
is.
Without the AI, besides maybe like white lines, highs and lows. Maybe Beauty and the Beast with real vocals are going to stick. Some of these songs are also just straight rips of the OG song and completely copied, but with Jaii over it. So all of that's already sitting in the middle of everything. But aside from that, there is
with Jaii over it. Oh my gosh, new lingo.
Practically zero hype for this album outside of that 1% that I talked about before. Twitter bashes this shit daily, and I think Jaii knows that people won't be excited for this if this is the project that we end up getting, which is why we're hearing all of this news, seeing things like the apology, the performance with Travis, like I've been talking about. The comeback is going to happen. It's just a matter of when it does.
Yes, I can't wait for the comeback finally, bro. You see, Kanye's the only type of person to make all the ruckus that he created and still come back and be like accepted and be like, all good. Just had a little vacation on Kanye. Now I'm back to Kanye. Jaii was a little vacation. Now I'm back to Kanye. Let's see if Yeezy actually got what it takes, bro.
And looking at all of this, I don't think that comeback can happen with Bully, and it won't happen with Bully because there's obviously something else in the works that we don't know about. We wouldn't hear about these collab albums with artists like Cardi and Travis, and then have Jaii pop up on stage with one of them right after it if there weren't just total gears moving behind the scenes.
Great marketing.
Beef is being squashed. The apologies were made, and on top of all of this, if Bully was still releasing and being worked on, why isn't Jaii previewing it at any of his recent shows? But he'll run through his entire older catalog, which he never would play in the past, especially when he's preparing new music. Especially after all of the US shows where it was literally just vultures the entire time. And maybe that little section of the video is me being a little salty that I haven't seen full Kanye performance
so salty,
yet. But
bro.
jokes aside, there's a reason that
Brody.
Bully, and I'll explain why I use quotations in a second, but there's a reason that the pre-save got delayed to the same day as the two massive sold-out Mexico shows in January.
Mexico shows. He's really on his world tour right now.
Something is going to be previewed there. And I think if it was going to be a listening party, we definitely would have heard something by now. So yeah, who knows? Surprise preview. I think that's what it will be on those shows. Which self-plug,
if you have not followed On the Note already, which
I
highly doubt, go follow
and on Twitch. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to notifications to get that and watch that when it happens. But yeah, it's just been way too long since we've gotten really anything official from Jaii regarding music that wasn't a leak or AI. He has something to prove, and I think those two shows are going to be when he's going to do it. But now we know it won't be Bully, and I'm going to sound like a broken record if
Bro, everybody have a good funeral for Bully. Man, it was good to know that there could be a concept of that, but you know what I mean? That's going to be scrapped on 1,000%. And whoever's hoping on it to be moved to closer, it's going to keep being pushed. I swear to God, it's going to be keep pushed, but we're still here for it. I'm still here for it, bro.
But seriously, the fact that Bully is like this Trojan horse with the pre-save, I think is an amazing theory. And that a completely different album will end up coming, and it's really not a far-fetched idea at this point, especially after hearing all of these rumors. And you should be excited hearing that, because genuinely, if Bully dropped in its current state, that we know of at least.
What would you do? If it dropped in its current state, would you get it? Would you turn on him? Would you like it? Would you run it up? Would you run up the numbers just to say fuck to the industry, just like that? Or
honestly, even if the AI is taken off, are you bumping that shit? Be honest. And
maybe
I'm not
highs and
hating.
lows.
It's completely out of love. We just all know that Jaii can do miles better than what Bully is. And what does it mean this new project is?
Wrong.
Like, Bully is basically just the drunk drawer, right? It's half-finished ideas, different versions of everything, the AI experimentation, the random track list with songs like Melrose on it, and then the different solo project is Jaii actually locking in and building something that feels like a real Jaii era. And even though this year was bad regarding the tweets, and maybe a little bit of the music.
Okay, the tweets were kind of bad. February tweets were insane. 2022 run was insane when it comes to Twitter, but I'm not gonna lie. That didn't turn me off from Jaii. Bro, I said it. That did not turn me off from Jaii. And it has nothing to do with anything what he was saying. It literally just had to do with how much of a rider I am. Yes, I am the #1 glazer, bro. Fuck it. I'll take the charge. I'll take the hit I'll take it. Yo, put it all on me, bro. I am the #1 glazer. I don't care, bro. I don't even give a fuck what he does, bro.
As well, possibly.
Aside murder.
Most of that is at least removed. Hey, I forgot. You don't have to worry about me. And honestly, after the year he's had, he needs that. And it's not just because of the tweets.
I think we're just about ready to forgive this young man.
Cousins, whatever, but because the music needs to be undeniable again, where we don't have these annoying ass people on Twitter talking shit every single day. Like, it is seriously the most annoying thing how these people just like rage bait for engagement hating on Ye. Like, I don't want to argue about AI or
bro bait. Yo, Rick. Continue.
Leaks or the rollout anymore. I just want good music, and that's really not a crazy ask from someone like Ye. And here is my cat invading on the video because
W cat.
He will not stop biting my wall.
W on that note, I'm not gonna lie, we're done with the video right there. If you like that bully leak and you like the AI slap baganza, and I mean some of the songs, I'm not gonna lie, were pretty good. But if you really thought he was gonna drop in February, you got another thing coming. You do not know Ye like you thought you know Ye. But listen to me, maybe we all don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I still want that bully album to drop. I don't give a fuck if it's AI. I want it to drop because I want it to bump high and lows on my own free time. But if this is just another Trojan horse to drop a new album that nobody's heard before and it's gonna come and have an impact, bro, he's about to change the game again. It's like the fake out, bait and switch, right? You get everybody to pre-save an album that they think it's gonna drop, but then at the end of the day, all the pre-albums, he switches the album for a new album, and he already has all those pre-albums already saved to boost whatever discovery it needs, right? Like he needs discovery, and then when he drops the song, that's gonna have a whole lot more draw into it, and on top of it have a foundation of pre-saves that people already thought was gonna be bullied, but it's actually be a new album. Yo, brilliant from Kanye once again. And if you like this video, go ahead and drop a sub and drop a comment. If you want, go ahead and subscribe because we're going to be doing a whole lot more of Kanye content. I know you guys like Kanye content, so go ahead and drop that sub if you like. And also, go follow On That Note. On That Note. W On That Note for real. On That Note, he really came out 5 hours ago and dropped 2 hours ago and dropped some knowledge. Congratulations, yo. You fucked up.